We shall start with a technique of graphing an equation. Consider the simple equation in this example, y equals 2x plus 3. So first we shall create a table of values of coordinates of the points with coordinates x and y that satisfy this equation. So we begin with x equals 0, and when we substitute 0 in here for x, what shall we get? 2 times 0 is 0 plus 3 is 3. So this gives us 0, 3 as coordinates of a point on the equation of this line. We do the same thing by taking x equals 1. So this is going to give us what? 2 plus 3 equals 5 as the y coordinate of this point with x coordinate 1, or in short 1, 5 are the coordinates of a point on this line. Then we can put x equals 2, and then 2 times 2 is 4 plus 3 is 7. So we got 7 here. Okay, we can put 3 and keep on going like this, and so here we go. We got 2 times 3, which will give us 6 plus 3 equals 9, which is what? 2, 9. And then let's go with some negative values as well. Okay, so take x equals negative 1. So here we got negative 1. That will give me negative 2 plus 3 equals 1. So 1 is, our coordinates of another point. Take x equals negative 2. All right, so we got negative 2, which will give me negative 4 plus 3, that equals negative 7, and that is negative 2, negative 7. Okay, and well, let me stop with negative 3 then. Okay, if I had your patience so far. So negative 6 plus 3 would be negative 3. Okay, so we got negative 3, negative 3, another coordinate, another point with that satisfies this equation. Okay, so we will plot these points and see that what they show us for the graph of this equation. So once we have these points, we will graph these points in this using these coordinate axes. So here we have the point 0, 3. Okay, and here we got the point with coordinates 1, 5, and graphing them in this manner. So we have all these points plotted here. Here we got 1, 5, then we have 2, 7, and looks like there is a mistake here. Let's go back to our table and check. Yes, there is a mistake here. I had x equals 3. We substituted that as 3, but for whatever reason, we can rewind and see. I wrote 2, 9 there, so that should have been 3, 9. So let's fix our mistake. Fortunately, we found it. So what we got here, this should be 3, 9. Now the pattern is pretty clear, using these points, that the set of points that satisfy the equation y equals 2x plus 3 should be on a straight line. Okay, so if we connected all these points with a ruler, we will get this line, which will be a graph of our equation y equals 2x plus 3. Okay. No, this is not okay because this and this, they don't match. So we have to go back to the table again. So here in the table, oh, here it's not a typo, it's actually an arithmetic mistake on my part, which is pretty, I don't know what to say. Okay, so here it should be -2, -1. So what we have is this should be -2, -1, and I just do not know why I made this mistake, but anyways, and now let's inspect every point. This is our first work in this series. 0315 looks good, and then 27 looks good, 39 is okay, and this should be, this is a typo, a bunch of them today. This is -1 1, -2 -1, and -3, and this has to be -3. So I mean I have to proceed cautiously because I'm not talking to a live audience anymore. I'm talking to the monitor. But anyways, I'll be cautious, but for now just want to be forgiven. So sorry about these bunch of errors, and we shall be careful, or rather I shall be careful in the future. Okay.